and these families very thankful for arriving back, as too were their loved ones.
Yes, you have to imagine that this story could have ended completely different, where we see a lot of these cases that there are casualties. In this case, there wasn't one casualty. I think 7 were injured, among them the 3 South Africans. But 25 of them, or 24 rather, making their way back to South Africa today. The flight was a bit delayed, so some of the families were quite anxious. But obviously, you can just imagine them reuniting with their loved ones after the scare that happened actually just yesterday.
Did you talk to them?
It was a bit difficult, I have to say. Firstly, we didn't know how all of them, what they looked like, but we did manage to speak to 2 or 3 of them. Still quite emotional. It's been basically 24 hours since they were in a bomb explosion. Some of them saying that they are just thankful to be home, thanking God, just saying that they want to spend today with their families, and there's no place like home for them today specifically.
And nothing yet from the Department of International Relations or from the Egyptian authorities themselves as to the providence, as to the motivation behind this?
No, unfortunately not. They say that authorities are still looking into it. They said that the South African government has full confidence in them, but no one has claimed responsibility for the attacks. So there's still some information that's missing around this. You have to keep in mind that there was quite a similar attack last year in December, where 3 Vietnamese tourists actually were killed, as well as a local tour guide in the same area, also hit by a bomb while they were traveling in a bus. So this obviously is raising some concern going forward.
Obviously, we'll need to ask DIRCO whether there's some sort of travel advisory that they're going to put out, but we'll leave that for the moment. I'm a little confused. How many of them still remain in Cairo? I think I mentioned 3. It might be 4, though.
It is 4,
yeah.
Because 3 are injured in hospital. There is the wife of one of the injured who stayed behind with her husband. Just a quick one, there was a word from DIRCO. No advisory has been issued saying that they are urging people not to travel to Cairo. They're actually saying that this shouldn't deter people. We should continue to actually help the tourism in Egypt, especially since the AFCON is taking place next week, next month rather.
You've got some sound. Set that up for us. Who have you spoken to?
Yes, Ndvuyo Mbabaya spoke to ENCA this morning, just basically saying that they believe this is an isolated incident and it shouldn't deter people from going to Egypt.